Hello students, today we will study about the complex permanent tissues. Like any other living thing, plants also have the requirement of food and water. The transportation of food and water is a very important function in plants, which includes even the most highest and lowest parts of the plant. But unlike human beings and animals, plants lack a proper circulatory system to provide all the nutrients to its parts. So what is it that makes them transport food and water to the entire plant body? Children, they have a specialized form of tissue to carry out this function. This tissue is known as vascular tissue. Vascular means consisting of tubes. These tissues are nothing but the conducting or the transporting tissues in the plants. Now these are the complex permanent tissues which are made up of more than one type of cells. All the cells coordinate to perform a common function. The two main types of complex permanent tissues are xylem and phloem. Now let us study about the xylem tissues first. Xylem tissues are made up of both living and non-living cells, and mostly the cell wall of these cells are thick. There are four types of cells present in xylem tissues. These are tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. Let us first study about the tracheids first. Now the tracheids are elongated tube-like cells with hard, thick cell walls, and they have large cavities. So their main function is conduction of water and to provide the mechanical strength to the plant. Since the protoplasm is absent in them, so these are the dead cells. Moving further, next type of xylem cells are vessels. These are also very long tube-like structures formed by end-to-end union of cells. They are also dead cells and their main function is conduction of water and to provide mechanical strength to the plants. The next type of xylem cells are xylem parenchyma. Now these are also living cells and their main function is to store food and lateral conduction. Lateral means side by side conduction of water and minerals. And the last type of xylem cells are xylem fibers. Now these cells are placed near to the xylem parenchyma. These are also known as wood fibers, and as they are made up of dead cells, their main function is to provide mechanical strength to the plant. So these were the four types of cells which make the xylem tissues, which are mainly associated with the conduction of water in the plant body. Now the next type of complex permanent tissue is phloem. Phloem is associated with the transportation of organic food which is prepared during the daytime in plants by the process of photosynthesis. The phloem is composed of four types of cells. These are sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. These cells can be living or non-living. Now let us study about the first type of cell, that is the sieve tubes. Now these are elongated and narrow cells with perforated walls. Perforated means consisting of holes. Now their main function is conduction of organic food, and these cells are without nucleus at the maturity. The next type of cells are companion cells. These are found very close to the sieve tubes. These are living cells with prominent nucleus, so they help the sieve tubes in conduction of organic food. Next type of cells are phloem parenchyma. These are also living cells and their main function is the storage of food and lateral conduction. Lateral means side by side conduction of organic food. The last type of cells are phloem fibers. These are closely associated with the phloem parenchyma. They are non-living and have thick walls. So their main function is to provide mechanical strength to the plant. So children, these were the two types of specialized vascular tissues in plants which help in the conduction of water, minerals and food materials in the plant body.